Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode from the Midro guys. Today with me Sriraj and join with me
I am Hamizan.
coming today with an interesting topic that's in a lot of people's mind during the midst of this pandemic. If you miss the title of the show somehow, well it's all about online shopping, which is a quite an easy and a widely used platform. To me personally, I'm not much of a fan of online shopping, but I know someone here who is. It's Hamizan. What do you think?
First of all, I'd like to thank you for having me, Sri. I see that you are not a fan of online shopping, but honestly, I prefer online shopping more. I think that online shopping is much more relevant and easier.
Online shopping has been widely used. Do you think we are relying too much on online shopping? I mean, there's literally thousands of stores and shops available, well, everywhere. Some of them are walking distance from your home, and many of those like are in shopping malls, which are accessible by public transport.
Yeah, I agree that people nowadays are relying so much on online shopping. But from my perspective, online shopping is amazing. It's a time saving and it offers a lot of benefit. The reason why I say it is time saving because obviously we don't need to travel to visit the shop. Plus, online shopping has vast option that we can choose. Compared to traditional shopping, we need to visit several shops before that we can finally decide our best choice. It will be greatly troublesome, especially if we need to buy something in the middle of crunch time. Will you agree with me, Sri?
I mean, yeah, that makes sense too. There's so much choice available to us online, and it's a really big time saver too, and cost savers also. But visiting your store and finding what you need, it has a different kind of feeling if you get what I mean. It's like you can hold that physical object in your hand, you can check it out, and you can tell yourself, this is the thing I'm going to get. And if you compare that with online shopping, you just get only pictures and you have to trust the seller. And speaking of trust, how can you trust someone online? There must be some sort of risk, right? There is trust issue with physical store also, but there's always the option of going back to the store and getting it solved. What about online shopping? What can we do if something went wrong?
Yeah, of course there are trust issue in online shopping, but nowadays there are already some precaution being introduced in order to overcome that problem. For example, we have online receipt, refund, and also rating system. Rating system is made based on the customer experience on the sellers and it will shows the seller's past history so that new buyers can make their judgment through the rating system. My tips is try to seek online shopping that is based on big company. As, a, as example, Apple or Samsung. Big company mostly won't have trust issues since they need to take care their reputation. Let's take okay. Let's take another example like Lazada or Shopee. Both of them have refund system where buyers can get their money back if you are not satisfied with the product or it is damaged or different from what you ordered.
Oh yeah, yeah, that because those websites are managed by companies that usually are not associated to the sellers personally in like most ways. And they will, I guess they will act like customer service in some ways. They monitor the goods. But Hamizan, I noticed that changing to online shopping still seems risky to me, because there's the chance of you personally getting hooked on shopping. To me, I think it's like quite a risky move, because it's like having a tasty snack. The first bite, from the first bite, I'm sorry, I'll rephrase that. It's like having a tasty snack. When you got your first bite, you like it so much, you keep eating it. By the time you notice, it's already empty. So it's like an addiction. I guess it will say. What do you think about this online addiction?
Hmm. Online shopping is addicting. I cannot deny that. The way how easy online shopping nowadays may cause a problematic issue for us. This kind of addiction can be spotted if you have these three signs. First, you will frequently exceed your monthly budget because you buying so much online shopping. Second, you will oftenly feel guilty after making purchases. And the last sign is you will feel that you don't be able to stop online shopping, but worries not, because every problem has their own solution. My tips for this addiction is you need to create a plan by starting making your life goal. Identify your life goal first and picture them at places that you can easily notice. Example, you can put on the phone wallpaper or on the desk.
Well, I like the three signs you told me. The first sign, which is frequently exceed your monthly budget. Well, if, to me, I would say that checks out. I mean that doesn't check out. And the second part is guilty feeling. Oh, that's always for me. That's always applies for me. Anything I buy, I have that guilt feeling. Maybe I shouldn't buy it. And the third issue was, what was it again?
So the
Um.
issue that you feel that you cannot stop your
Oh yeah.
addiction.
I think I could stop, but well, from those three issue signs, I guess I'm safe. Okay, we're back to shopping. Yeah. About the pandemic, I didn't mention it. The COVID-19 pandemic caused a lot of people to self quarantine, and well, it's I guess a all out bargain for online shopping. Business must be all time high, right? Sometimes
Yeah.
it makes you wonder: is this the way of the future? Everyone does online shopping. What about physical stores? How will they keep up?
Physical. Well, physical store won't disappear, but I think they may be affected in future since why I say that physical store won't disappear because their importance still there but will be lesser. Physical shop still have something that's superior to online shopping. In traditional shopping, customer can have the chance to test the products before purchase. Customer also cannot be scammed since they can see it in the real world. Other than that, physical shop also have better environment. You can go shop and having great time with your friends or family at the same moment. To say that physical store is already over is not relevant for me since people nowadays prefer online shopping more. What do you think about survival of physical store in the digital world? Should they join them or keep them as usual?
Well, I think physical stores should join the digital world. I mean, like they have to should have like two faces: the physical face, the store itself, and maybe an online. They also sell their product on the on apps like the Lazada and Shopee. So like they have like two side points of income. And also you mentioned that yeah, the testing for that I did might say that having physical, but you did say testing the product, which reminds me of something like a few weeks ago my cousin did purchase a shoe online, but it was on the wrong size because you can't test that the size, so he just gave it to me. I guess that's a
Yes.
bonus for me, but still
Yes.
makes you think the size, man. If you could test something out, has its risk. And yeah, also you mentioned going having a great time with families and friends. Yeah, we all have that experience. We went out to town with our whole family or a bunch of friends, and we went around going shop to shops. It was finding what we need. It was, well, maybe sometimes you won't get what you need, but it was fun at the moment of going around. Yeah. And yeah, I want to ask you another question. Well, it's related. I mean, it's what we discussed earlier was in a short term. I mean, in 10, 20 years for shopping. What about in the far future? I mean, like 100 years? Will they
Hmm.
still be relevant?
In 100 years from now, I think there will be major hubs like Amazon. As we know nowadays, Amazon already use drones to transport their product to the buyers. Hubs are like large storage that will have various items from many places and storage. I also expect lots of new features. Maybe in future there will be uh, features called smart mirrors.
Smart mirrors, that's the first time I'm hearing about them. What are those?
Basically, smart mirrors is a system that can provide try out options. It kind of shows a picture of you in a product such as shirt so that you can see if it looks good on you. What do you think about future online shopping vulnerability? Can they ensure the safety of buyers?
Oh, do you mean in terms of privacy or like just stealing money?
Let's go with stealing part. Even bank nowadays can be robbed, right?
Well, yeah, I guess if you mention that. Well, I mean, crime is a big issue that can affect even the biggest part of the world, and as you said, even banks can be hacked. I don't know the security level for online shoppings, but I can say that it's certainly less than a typical bank. But on the other hand, as the store becomes bigger, there will be more demand for security from the customers, and I guess eventually this will help them improve in the security department.
Well, I agree that in future, security may have bigger responsibility. Well, that's I think that's it for our conversation. Well, guys, thanks for listening through, and if you enjoy it, please do consider subscribing and hit the like button. Also, let us know if you have any suggestion or improvement for us. We are willing to hear them from you. With that, I am Hamizan
And I'm Sriraj.
and hope to see you guys in next time. Have a good day.
Thank you.